all, our respected HOD ma'am, then all my dear students and our guest ma'am, Dr. Archana ma'am. I welcome you all in our today's session about Demystify Unveil the Magic in You. So this is very useful to all students. Without wasting much time, I would like to welcome our today's speaker, Dr. Kabul, Polytechnic. Welcome, you, ma'am. Without wasting much time, I give a quick intro, ma'am. She is a finalist month Miss India Worldwide 2019-20. Also finalist Miss India Worldwide 2020. Motor speaker and fitness expert, and also consulted at Dr. Breast Body and Mind. So now we are ready to start the session. To you, ma'am.
Okay, Amita, thank you so much for introducing me. And I thank the entire team to invite me here and address myself in front of all the students. And it's a great pleasure. Thank you again for having me here. And all right, I think there are certain background noises. Yes, thank you so much. So, without wasting any more time, I will like to begin with my presentation. Yeah, so this is me, Dr. Archana Kabra, and I think at this young age, I am all of this that you see on the screen. Um, I am professionally a homeopath psychiatrist, a counselor, and a hypnotherapist. Also, I follow my passions very strongly, and because of which I am a model, a fitness influencer, a teacher, a mother by choice, an artist, a passionate artist, a motivational speaker, and I have put a few dots ahead, which means that yes, the list will continue on as long as I live. So, that is, this introduction was required because I think everybody needs to know that standing at this phase in life was not an easy task. And being all these things together does require certain level of confidence and certain level of work from your side, and you can do everything. Each and every part of this you can play very well. So what is success? Now we know the topic that I'm dealing with is demystifying success. Success is not a mystery. Success is never a mystery. It is an ongoing process. Okay. Um, like when I went through the various definitions of success, I found a few of them in the various dictionaries. Success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose, or the correct or desired result of an attempt. Success can also be the favorable or prosperous termination of attempts of an endeavors. Success can be the attainment of fame, wealth, or social status. Success can be achievement of something you plan to do. Or success is the process of giving back to the world. The definitions are numerous and ongoing, continuously ongoing. This means what? This means that success is what we define success to be. My success might be different from your success, but definitely success is what I think success is. For you, success is what you think success is. It is a perception. There is no there is no typical thing like success. It's just a perception. Every day you succeed in life. Every day you try to be a better individual. Every day you try to do something that is so much you. And that is success. Now, to start with, I just want to give you a brief introduction about myself, of what I have actually achieved in life so far. About me, I am the director and consultant at Dr. Kabra's Body and Mind Clinic at Jalgaon since 10 years now, practicing as a consultant homeopath psychiatrist, counselor, and a hypnotherapist. And I am the first and the only one and only homeopathy psychiatry practitioner in the entire North Maharashtra. I am also a professor at SSVP College Hatta, Hingoli in Maharashtra in the subject of organon of medicine and homeopathic philosophy. I have also worked as the vice principal at Dr. Ulhas Patil Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital, Jalgaon in 2017-18, and probably I am the youngest one to be appointed in the said post till date. There is a story behind why I left that post, and we will come to it sometime later. I completed my education, my BHMS from CMP Homeopathic Medical College, Mumbai, 2003 to 2008, and then MD Homeopathy Psychiatry from Dr. ML Dhavle Homeopathic Hospital and Institute, Palghar. I secured the 25th rank in the state to get an admission in psychiatry in the best college in Asia. Now, again, here, since childhood, I have been very ambitious. And if I wanted to get a seat in that particular college in that particular subject, I have had to work hard. And that's why this 25th rank, right? Again, currently I am pursuing PhD in homeopathy. That is from Chandwad College in Maharashtra. And even because I wanted to get through Chandwad College, I worked very hard and secured the third rank in the university in the PhD entrance test, so that there is there is no option for the university but to give me a seat in the desired college, in my desired college. Now, there are a few achievements of my life, achievements till date. And let me tell you, these achievements are only the ones in the past 2 years, 2.5 years, since the time I've actually decided that I want to succeed in life. Okay. Last year, or rather this year itself, I was awarded by Bharat Gaurav Puraskar by KTK Foundation, New Delhi, for my exceptional work in my life and especially in the field of homeopathy. I have been the finalist of Hotmon Mrs. India Worldwide 2019-20. Again, the finalist of Mrs. India World 2020-21. I have also been a keynote speaker at IMUN. You all must be knowing about this IMUN, which is India's international movement to unite nations. Here it is dealing with 67 countries and almost 45,000 plus students all over the world who are working towards uniting all the nations. And my topic was role model and inspiration for young India. That is the way I was invited there as a speaker. Again, I'm a marathon runner, which I was not until 3 years ago. There are a few beauty pageants that I have been a jury here in Jalgaon itself, the place where I stay. I have taken a lot of motivation sessions, online as well as offline, for a lot of people, especially for young students and even school going students, which have turned out to be very well and very helpful. Yes, I'm a mother. I'm a mother to two beautiful kids. My son is 8, my daughter is 5, and they are doing exceptionally well in their own areas. My son is a state level skater, and my daughter had just walked her first ramp at the age of 5. I am a fitness icon in Jalgaon. Now, why that? 2017, after my 2 pregnancies, I was diagnosed with hypertension and I had put on a lot of weight, almost 90 kgs. And in a span of 6 months, I had to make a choice. I had to decide whether I wanted to live my life on medications or live my life on my own, taking responsibility of my own life. I chose the harder path, and here I am in front of you, competed in the beauty pageants, international beauty pageants as well. My motto is a healthy body is the key to a healthy mind, which I myself has seen after my entire transformation. Losing 30 kgs of weight and maintaining that weight and making fitness as my lifestyle. I'm also a proud Rotarian. There has been a lot of media coverages about my life in various magazines and various news channels, as well as on the radio with the radio partners. And I have put a lot of dots in the last line, which means yes, it is going to continue, and it is continuing because my life has just begun. So, how did I do it all? Now, if you see the first slide, I mean, if you remember the first slide, there was a lot of things that I've been doing, and a lot of people ask me every single day, how do you manage all these things with your kids? Now, right now, let's not focus on the kids, but yes, how do I manage all of this, or how do I do all of this with 100%? It's not just a level, not just at a level of, you can say, the house or general. I am aiming global and I am going global, right? I follow only seven principles in life. For me, the definition of success is being a better person the next day when I wake up. So today when I sleep, I'll improvise, I'll evolve myself a little better and be a little better person tomorrow. So that by the end of 365 days, I am 365 times better than I was on day one. And then, of course, as my age increases, my confidence will increase, my dots will definitely increase. I follow these seven basic principles in life, which I think are very, very basic because these seven principles will definitely lead you to your success. Now, this is not the blueprint of success that we say. This is the blueprint of the base that if you decide to be successful in life and if you follow this, definitely it will be better. Can I continue? Is there a disturbance?
Yes, ma'am. You can continue.
Yes, thank you. All right. So my first and foremost point is decide. Decide that you want to be successful. That's the first thing. It would never come. It would never just come to you. It would never be like you're sitting in a meditative process and God will come and drop success in your lap. No, you have to make the decision. You have to think and you have to understand that, yes, I want to do something in my life. And that is what it means by decide. I decided in 2017. I did not decide that I wanted to be successful. I just decided that I want to do something wonderful out of my life. That was the only thing I decided. I have one life. I am very happy. I was very happy even then. Apart from the physical things that had come up, I have been doing excellently well in my practice. So, and I'm helping others and I'm doing everything. I'm being successful since day one. But yet I thought, no, I need to do something more because I think there is something else that I can do. I am talented and I can do a lot of things more. So it all started with that. And when I decided to take charge of my life, that is the day when I started working on my fitness. And when I started working on my fitness, that is the day everything changed for me. Your decision can be anything. You can decide about a new idea and start working on that idea. Decide that, yes, this is the idea I want to work on. Like my first idea was to be independent. That means not to be dependent on any sort of the via or medications in my life. So that is independent and free. I decided to be that. And that was my first step. And it just went on and on. You students can, you might be having so many ideas in your mind, so many innovative ideas for startups, or maybe so many innovative ideas, or maybe wanting to learn something new, or maybe finish the syllabus for your examination. Once you decide that and you take that first step, it's definitely going to come. Unless you decide, don't think it's going to come to you. Nobody's going to put it in your lap. All right, so this is your first thing that you have to work on. Now, this is extremely, extremely important. Okay. Never ever underestimate yourself. What do I mean by this? For example, if you are going out for a presentation, and maybe that is it is a competition, and you have other competitors whom you already know are better than what you are, or better than who you are, right? So now, what will happen? What will be your emotional state? You know that person is better than you. Obviously, you are under pressure. Also, since you know that somebody else is better than you on that stage, you might not, you might, already in your mind have felt the feeling of यार ऐसे भी बोल के तो कोई मतलब है नहीं, वही जीतने वाला है, या his presentation or her presentation is going to be better. What happens then? The mind rewires itself. It tells you, don't take an extra effort, as it is, you're going to lose. So, what do? You don't take that extra effort that is needed at that point of time. What happens to the mind? The mind will start playing games with you, and the mind will say, Jane de, not this time. It's okay, we'll do it next time. All right? It's okay. You can do it next time. Again, it's a matter of choice. Again, your mind will play another game with you. Okay, let's try. We can do it. Maybe his voice is good, maybe his presentation skills are better, but maybe my presentation is better. Even if it is not that good, at least I'm average, at least I can give my 100%. This is also a choice. But when you go on that stage, subconsciously, your mind is wired and rewired to think that you are not good enough. The other person is better. That is an indication of the feeling that yes, you are not good enough, or I am not good enough. That enough word explains it all. That means I'm not good enough for the presentation, right? What are you doing? You are underestimating your capacities. You are not fully presenting yourself. That's not happening. And why is it not happening? You don't want to do it. Okay. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody really, really wants to go on the stage and, stammer, or wants to go on the stage and fumble. Nobody wants to do that. Even if you see the models walking on the stage, there are a lot of times when they are walking confidently and suddenly they slip. Suddenly they fall down on the stage, right? Why does this happen? There is a feeling where I am not good enough or the other person is better than me. So never underestimate yourself, because this is only going to lower your potentials, lower your original potentials, what you actually are. That is not going to be seen, and that is not going to put up. Now, again, let me come to this. Who knows what you actually are? Right? It's very easy to say than do, right? Who knows what you actually are? Maybe the way you're putting up yourself is what you actually are. Maybe not. So, unless you give your 100% try, you will never know what you are capable of. Right? And there is a secret to this. The more you try, the more you become capable. And you continuously be capable. And that is called evolution. That is called improvising. Getting me? That is called being 365 times better in a year. Because once you start, for example, once you start doing your fitness workouts on the day one and on the day 365, you are a different individual. You have a different body. If you are continuing with that for the continuous 365 days, right? So there is no estimation. Frankly, there is no estimation of anybody's strengths. There is no estimation of anybody's potentials. When I say never underestimate yourself, it only means that don't put up any sort of comparative estimation for yourself. You never know what you're capable of until you try. And you never know how much better you can be until you continuously keep trying on that same thing. So, never ever underestimate yourself. There is nothing like an estimation. So, there is nothing like an underestimation. Right? So, the first thing was decide. First thing is decide. And when you start doing something, don't know what you're capable of. So just keep doing, keep improvising, keep thinking, and you will find that place or that definition or that thing in you. Let's go to the next point. Yes, extremely important. Now, how do you think you will do this? These very important in life. These discipline, determination, dedication, devotion. You can add a lot of other D's also, but these four D's are the most important and the most close to heart to me. Do you think to finalize or to know what your estimate is or what your potential is it just okay to do things loosely? Is it just okay to be lenient with yourself? If I want to be a better individual every day for the next 365 days, I have to put myself into a discipline of being a better person, of doing things in a better way, right? And for that discipline, the three ingredients of being in discipline is determination, dedication, and devotion. If you are determined, the dedication will come up. If you are dedicated and devoted, discipline will be there. Now, this holds true for anything in life. For that matter, each and everything in life. Suppose, suppose you like somebody, okay? And in the process, if you falter, if you underestimate yourself, if you feel that no, probably I'm not worth it, if you are not determined to work towards that individual or to work towards being with that individual, if you are not dedicated to that relationship, and if you are not disciplined enough to give 100% of your part, to play 100% of your part into that relationship, do you think relationships will survive? No, right? This was a very lenient example. And in such an example, even these four D's fit. So imagine at the level of success, as simple as losing weight, which is definitely not so simple as it sounds, as simple as making a project a presentation, as simple as standing in front of the class and giving a lecture or taking a session. All of this require deep levels of discipline, determination, dedication, devotion. Now, it's very easy to say again, but how does this come? Right? It has to come from within, no? It has to come from somewhere. That determination can be found in a person, in a thing, in an animal, in a goal, in anything you want. And if you are, I can say, lucky enough, or if you are determined enough, you will find it coming from yourself. The motivation, I didn't want medications in my life. I never wanted them. I was very young, rather, I am very young to have my life totally dependent on medications, right? So I have to choose a path. If I am determined, I want to be independent. I want to walk on my 2 feet till the day I die. Okay. And I want to do all of my work. I want to secure my future, talking in those terms. So physically securing my future, So my determination is very strong because my motivation is very strong. If I have a goal, I want to top in my class. If my determination is strong enough, be it whatever, be it whoever is my competitor, doesn't matter. I am my own competitor, and that is my determination. I just want to top in class. Or I want this idea to work out. Whatever the idea is, I just want it to work out. Okay. If you are determined, dedicated, and devoted enough, new ideas will automatically come to you. Remember the saying, God helps those who helps themselves? It's true. It definitely comes in. The ideas will come in. How can you be dedicated to something like the way we are dedicated to God? A lot of us must be atheists. Okay, I can proudly say I'm an atheist myself, but I believe in energy. I don't believe in Murti Bhagwan. I believe in the energy that is working for all of us together. And I'm so dedicated towards that energy and so devoted towards that energy. I know at the back of my mind, कुछ भी गलत अगर होता है तो भी वो है. For example, if I have somebody in my life, you must be an atheist, you might not even be living in that energy. It's absolutely okay. It's a personal choice. And nobody can force that on you at all. Right? So if you have somebody in your life where you can go to, whom you can go to, whom you can talk to, you are totally dedicated and devoted and surrendered yourself to it, or to him, or to her, or to that person, or to that goal, obviously, automatically the motivation comes up, the determination comes up. At the moment, if you don't have anybody, find someone. You know why God was discovered? God, yes, definitely already existed, but the name God was given to that entity, and then that entity was transformed into murtis. Now, this is my way of looking at God, or my way of looking at it spiritually. Okay. And then when that murti was being made, why it was being made? Because whenever your dedication and devotion levels go down a little bit, when you're feeling a little low in life, whenever there are circumstances when something is not working out, what do? We go and visit that same God. What happens then? Because we are inertly devoted and dedicated to it, and we know somewhere in the back of our mind that yes, this God will help me. He will take me out of these problems. He or she or whoever will take me out of these problems. Right? That is the level of dedication and devotion. If we have that towards our life goals, towards our success, towards being a better person every single day, you are determined, you are enough motivated. And then what helps you is discipline. If you are determined enough, you will be disciplined enough. And with discipline, there is no turning back. Even if you don't want it, it's going to come to you because you are disciplined. Again, all these things, na, they are not कि 365 days हो गया अब खत्म अब मैं वापस मेरे normal routine में आ सकता हूँ. No, these are the normal routine which probably were not there so far. And if these are imbibed in life and they are being made as a normal routine or a lifestyle, nobody can take that success away from you, whatever you define success to be. Getting my point? Great. Now let's go ahead with the next point. And this is the most important thing. Now we come to practical stuff. What we spoke of first, decide. Again, it's your mind play, right? Then we spoke about never underestimate yourself. This is your mind play. Mind game, either you win or the mind wins. The mind is not an enemy, it's an ally if you make it one. It's an enemy if you choose it to be one. Then here comes the effort that you need to put. And for the efforts, what is the ingredient that we need? That is discipline, determination, dedication, and devotion. Here comes the actual practical thing to do. Now, winter season, cold weather, everybody loves to cuddle in the bed. Right? Even I love to cuddle in my bed. But if managing your time, if you are disciplined enough, if you're goal oriented enough, is it not possible to manage your time well? Is it not possible to break up every hour, if more work every minute, if more work every second of your time? Each and every one has 24 hours in life. And let me tell you, the biggest asset of your life is your time. Now, what is an asset and what is a liability? Y'all must be knowing, but let me just brief it to you. Liability is something that takes away something from you. An asset is something that brings in something towards you in the long run. Okay. So, liability can be in the financial terminology, like we know, liability is something that takes your money from you. An asset is something that brings in more money, right? Similarly, in the fitness language, liability is something that when you eat, it is an unhealthy food. That becomes your liability, that will go inside your body and that will get stored inside your body. What is an asset? Healthy food is your asset because when you eat it, it's going to be utilized in your body. Okay, now that's a different story altogether. Fitness is a different chapter altogether. Right, but I'm just trying to explain to you. Similarly, time. Each and every body of us has a time of 24 hours only every single day. Now, how many days is this 24 hours going to last in your life or in my life? Nobody knows, right? And again, how you spend your time or how you use your time will determine whether it will become a liability or an asset, right? So again, it's your choice if you want to make it a liability, if you want to make it a asset. If you wake up in the morning at 4, 4:30, 5, 5:30, and you use that time to do something which gives you an extra edge in the competitive world, is it not worth it? Is it not using your time like an asset? It is not going to be spending your time. Yes, you can wake up at 4 in the morning. You can wake up at 4:30 in the morning and sit and watch Netflix. I am not saying no to watch any sort of series and all. It's every individual's choice, it's every individual's way of the way they want to manage their time or utilize or spend their time. Okay. But again, you are managing your time, you are the boss of your time. If you wake up at 4 in the morning, what do you do after you wake up at 4 in the morning will determine what is the level of success you are going to achieve in life. Suppose one fine day you sleep late. You slept at 1:30. And again, if you bash yourself to wake up at 4, नहीं मुझे तो 4 बजे उठना है, मैम ने बोला है 4:30 को उठना ही चाहिए. What will happen? You will waste the entire remaining day until you sleep again that night. Right? Right? True? So, if you're sleeping at 1:30 in the night for some reason, one fine day you decided that you wanted to wake up late or stay awake late because you wanted to study or because you wanted to use your time, you have all the leverage, no? That you can wake up a little later. The point is utilizing the time that we have. Okay. So if your body is timed or planned to sleep for 6 hours, somebody needs 8 hours of sleep. Give your body that much time. Sleep for that much time that your body needs, right? And then whatever the remaining time is there, that can be utilized 100%. Like, for example, when I sit in my clinic, a lot of patients, parents come, kids' parents come, and they have this say that my kid doesn't have enough mental capacity. So give something so that my child gets that spark. बचपन में बहुत अच्छा था, दिमाग बहुत काम करता था। अब दिमाग उतना काम नहीं करता है। अभी ग्रास्पिंग पावर बहुत कम हो गई है। What do I ask them? How much time does your child play? How much time does your child sleep? And then they say, why should I waste time so that my child plays? It's going to waste his time so much. I have to wake him up in the morning early because he has to go to school. You're understanding what is happening with the time of the child. If he is not playing, his body is not getting utilized. His energies are not getting channelized. He's sitting in one place constantly. So the only thing that is working is his mind, which is getting exhausted. So what will happen? He will want a little more sleep time. But yes, the sleep time will not be available. Why? Obviously, because he has to wake up in the morning and go manage his tuitions, manage his school, manage everything. So, what is the first thing that I tell all my patients' parents, the little kids' parents? Stop sending your child to extra tuition classes. In fact, utilize that 1 hour for a proper physical activity. And that same applies to each one of you. Give just 1 hour of good physical activity to yourself. Manage your time. That 1 hour will benefit the next 23 hours because a healthy body is the key to a healthy mind. When we are working out, cortisol, adrenaline, endorphins, and the positive good hormones. The word is good hormones because they give you a good feeling. They are released. When they are released, it gives a sort of, I can say, a kick to your mind. And then whatever you could study in 6 hours, maybe you could finish it in just 3 or 4 hours. What happens next? You get 2 more free hours. What do you do in those 2 hours? Obviously, again, it depends on you whether you want to spend them or you want to utilize them. Definitely, those 2 hours are a gift to you, right? So, in those 2 hours, 1 hour, again, you try to do some physical activity or something like following your passion. Something, if anybody of you likes to be an artist or has a good hobby, you can pursue that hobby. And 1 hour, definitely, you get to do all stuff like time is your liability. Okay, you sleep 1 hour extra or watch Netflix. Hey, it's all yours, no? It's all yours. So, managing your time is the most important thing to do. And this needs to be done practically. You have to break up your time minute by minute, hour by hour. This in the initial days definitely will be a pain, but eventually, again, it comes down to lifestyle. And to do this as well, we need to follow this, right? So, manage your time, the most important thing in life. Yeah. Now, again, one more practical stuff. Speak out. Speak out. Why is this important? This is important for emotional well being. And emotional well being is absolutely important if we want to focus on something important in our life. Do you think you will be in a in a right frame of mind to study, in a right frame of mind to do a presentation, if in the back of your mind you know that you have had a fight with your parents today, or you are going on in a sort of cold war with your closest friend, or something like that, or if India has lost the final of the Test Cricket World Cup, and of course you're in a bad mood. It's possible, it's very much possible. Even I was in a bad mood that day because we have excellent lineup but we didn't perform well. They might have their own reasons definitely for not performing well. Okay, so speak out means what? It means communicate. It means communicate. Now, again, there is a choice. Again, there are two things the way we communicate. First thing is You communicate with those people who are the most important to you, whom you cannot afford to lose, whom somewhere mentally, emotionally, you are dependent or you feel dependent. Those people are the most important people of your life. They are your family. They might not be blood relatives, not necessarily be blood relatives. Okay. They might be your closest friends. They might be your childhood friends, anybody. Or they might be just any neighbor who was a stranger a week ago and now is a very, very close friend. It's possible. Speak out, talk to them. Talk to them about your emotional states. Talk to them about the feeling that you have for them. Let them speak out to you also. Be good listeners. But speak out emotionally, communicate only with those people who are important to you. I learned this the hard way myself. Don't speak out to people or don't speak out means emotional. Raising your voice doesn't mean speak out. Speak out means when you want the relationship to be better. Basically, why? So that you, in the back of your mind, you are in a calm state, you are an emotionally stable state, and you can focus well on your work. And you can focus well on that area of life that you want to do. Simple as that. Okay. Now, speaking out might lead to guilt rides, right? Guilt rides means what? I told you something. Because ma'am told us that we have to speak out, because some Archana on one fine day told us that we need to speak out and we need to be emotionally very clear about our ideas and we need to emotionally tell people, there is a possibility that we go into guilt rides. Like, एक बार तो बोल दिया, उसके बाद we think, probably I said too much. I don't know what the person is going to think about me. So, what you are doing, you are actually taking yourself into a guilt ride. Or you are focusing, again, the main aim of speaking out is lost, and you are going into another bucket of water. है ना? You are jumping into some other water body. है ना? There's no point in that because that thing continues. And frankly, very, very frankly speaking, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Again, speaking out or not speaking out is a choice. It's a choice. If without speaking out, like a lot of introverted people, they don't speak out. Okay. If not speaking out is giving you that peace of mind, be it that way. Because the main focus is peace of mind. Again, the problem with introverts come up like this, they get hurt very easily or very fast. Now, if they are getting hurt, make it a point to speak out that I have got hurt, or I am hurt by the way you spoke to me, or I'm hurt by so and so. You never know what the other person's story is. Probably this thing, definitely this thing will help in building up the relationship even to a better level. Right? But as I said, don't speak out to people who are not important. Don't try and get emotionally connected with people who are not important in your life. Again, we feel that आज important नहीं है, कल जाके important हो सकते हैं. There is this emotional connectivity that keeps on developing non-verbally between people. Okay, and it keeps on developing every time. So, if there is a non-verbal communication, a non-verbal piece with somebody, obviously your mind will want to speak out to that person, and automatically the relationship will develop. And it does develop, it is a reality. The more you have to make an effort, or the more you have to, try and push yourself into something so that you can keep sanity of mind, that pushing itself is going to lose the sanity. Don't do things like this. Speak out only when you think it is absolutely important, and definitely for people, for relationships which are important. Our family, our parents, our friends, our close associates. Again, Now, this became an emotional speak out. In the work level, at the work sphere, definitely it's very important to speak out. We might be afraid of our bosses, or I cannot say afraid, but there are certain glitches in our mind which wouldn't allow us. जाने दे boss है boss के सामने कैसे बोलेंगे. Okay, remember, there are millions of ways to say one single thing. You can choose the best way with which to speak to your boss, with which to speak to your associate, which with which to speak to a person a little um, lower in the designation that you are. There are millions of ways to speak. If your intentions are clear, the person will definitely take it in the right intention, whatever you want to say. And it happens that way. So when you start speaking out, the person also understands that there is space for me to speak. And this will definitely help you delay a lot of mental illnesses, or, you know, totally cross a lot of mental illnesses. Depression is so common, anxiety is so common. This thing helps you ease out on that. Let's go ahead. Now, this is my favorite skill, will, and temperament. Again, we come down to something that is an emotional quality. You might have the skill, you might have the will, probably you don't have the temperament. How would you do it? Now, let me give you a very, very small and an easy, simple example. There is a cricket match, and there is a last batsman coming up, the last batsman, and 6 balls, 18 runs. Now, this man probably has the capacity, okay, to hit three sixes in that over. Fine. स्किल है, विल है, बट अगर पहले से ही सोच लिया कि नहीं मार सकता, हारने वाले तो है ही, टेम्परामेंट नहीं है, तो हार जाएंगे. ओके. अगेन, suppose the last batsman coming up is Bumrah. Now, nowadays he's batting really well, but actually speaking, 6 balls में 18 runs, probably that skill is not there because he's a bowler. Okay. So there is will, there is a temperament. जीतना ही है, जीत के ही आना है. There is will also. But if that skill is lacking, it is still dicey, or we are still on a query level कि होगा या नहीं होगा. The same thing. If any of the all-rounder, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, they are coming down, they have the skill, they have the will, they have the temperament. Probably there are more chances of we winning that match, right? There have been times when the least expected people have hit and we have won the matches. And there have been times when there was a possibility that we could have won, but we still lost. Skill, will, temperament, all of them go hand in hand. Skill you can learn, and it is extremely important to learn. You cannot get the skill on your own. Even if Sachin Tendulkar is an excellent God gifted batsman, yet he had to go through the entire process of training, and only then he could be the Sachin Tendulkar. Right? Will, yes, comes from within. Whoever I am, whatever, I mean, however a good person or however a good doctor I am, even if I don't feel like I should see patients or I should treat patients or I should do counseling, if I don't have the will, I would not give my 100% to it. And temperament. Temperament is the urge, the hunger, or you can say the bhook of attaining that thing. If I am fulfilled, if I can feel, अच्छा ठीक है ना, हार गए तो हार गए, जीत गए तो जीत गए, तो क्या, सीरीज तो अपने हाथ में ही है. I mean, we've already won the series, so what if we lose one match? Then the temperament levels go down. What happens then? Again, you lose. So, skill, will, temperament. These are the three very, very important ingredients that you need to have. And it comes if you are focused, if you have all the D's, and if you have the first D, that is decided to work on it. And the most important of all of it is the attitude of gratitude. We are blessed for each and everything that we have in our life. Imagine yourself as a speck in the whole universe. Speck means वो छोटा सा एक you know um, very very small sort of a bacteria, you can say, okay, or a very very small organism or a non living thing which exists here. जैसे धूल पड़ी होती है टेबल पे, तो धूल का एक स्पेक है, okay, the smallest particle of that धूल, okay, that is a speck. So in this entire universe, you know, the earth is so small. Okay, Earth is in the solar system. If we see Jupiter, almost 1300 Earths coming together will make the size of a Jupiter, right? So imagine what will your size be on the Jupiter, right? Again, this Jupiter is so big, but a lot of almost 60 Jupiters can fit in together to make one sun. Now imagine your size on that sun. And you know, our sun is not the biggest sun. There are a lot of giant suns in the entire universe. So imagine what is your level in the universe. हम क्या हैं? Nothing at all, right? Absolutely nothing. So from that level, you are reaching to some level in your life. You are studying in Parul University, which is a deep, which is a good name, a big name. Okay, you are getting that level of training, that level of being the good student that you are. Okay, the good, the world knows your name globally. You are a famous student already. You are a famous personality already because you've passed out from that university. Okay, but imagine in the big universe what you are. Even our prime minister is the same little speck, and even that little bacteria or the little dust which is there on your table, that dust might have bacteria. It is the same speck for this entire universe. And this speck, like you, like me, are doing good things in life, are getting to do good things in life. Like today, it is because of your team that I could get an opportunity to present my views in front of you. Right? So it's a matter of gratitude for me. I could take up that choice because my mind is in a stable position. Taking a choice, having a choice, and making that choice again is a gratitude, is a topic of being gratitude from within, right? Of thanking, of having that attitude. That is the basic, the most primary of all of it. Okay? I can go play my match. Yes, I play a lot of sports and cricket is my favorite. That's why so many examples about cricket. I can go, I can play a match. I can feel sad about losing the match if I lose. But again, I have this feeling of gratitude that at least I have that skill, the demand that I went and I played, I had that opportunity and I did my best, whatever the best was. Okay, I couldn't make it this time. Next time, I do have an opportunity and I'm thankful for that opportunity as well. Yes, that is the basis of entire life. The attitude of gratitude that you carry. Feel that gratitude in your heart for each and everything in life. Your parents, your laptop, the table where you sit, the plates that you use to eat, the food that you eat. Thank the farmers that, they grow the food, they take up so much pain, the water that nature has given you, the air, the oxygen, your life, every single second, every minuscule of the second of your life is a gift to you. And when you have this gift, when you feel that it is a gift to you, obviously you will want to use the best. You will want to make the best out of it. We don't know how long we are going to live. I don't even know whether I'll be awake tomorrow morning. Or maybe if God loves me more than the people over here, He might call me earlier. You never know that. Whatever time I have, I'm so thankful for it. And when I consider it's a gift to me, obviously I will use the gift in the best was possible way so that it lasts very, 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 very long. So, attitude of gratitude. It is the basis of each and every quality that I have just mentioned. So let's recap the 7 points or the seven most important principles, the base of life, or the base of any success story that I can see in future. And I really wish to see all success stories in future, to attend the webinars that you all give, to share your success stories. And I will be most obliged if Parul University give me an opportunity to attend these webinars that the students are going to give. Okay. So the seven principles are: first, decide that you want to be successful and take your first step. The other steps will automatically follow. How? First is never underestimate yourself. There is no estimation. Even if you fail one fine day, there is again another day coming up where you can give it the best. How can you do that? Discipline, determination, dedication, devotion. How do we actually practically put in life is managing our time, because time is the biggest asset. Speak out, maintain your emotional stability. The behavioral and action will definitely be positive. Skill, will, and temperament, the most important skills, the most important ingredients of making a good success recipe. And the attitude of gratitude, which is the basis of each and everything in life. With this, I end my presentation, and I would be very happy to answer any questions that anybody of you have. Um, this is me, and model. I'm an international model, actually. Yes, this is my account. So yes, the uh, I hand it over to the team here, and thank you so much for having me here. I hope I am clearly visible to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Present, huh? Okay.
Yes,
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your valuable time for us.
your voice is
Thank you,
not
our lecturer, Poonam, and our principal.
your voice is not very well audible, Amita. Eh, are there any questions from any of the students? Okay. Okay, Mr. Hitesh, that is not an issue. I think we are already, yes, great. We have already covered the time. I think it's going to end now. It's 12:29 already. Just 1 minute left for the session to get over. So I hope my message was my message has clearly reached each and every one of you. And my best wishes to all of you here, and very thankful, and I thank all of you for having me here and express myself. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Udish, thank you very much. Yes, Amita, thank you very much. I hope we are ending the session over here now. Yes. Okay, Mr. Udesh. Thank you so much. Okay, Amita. Thank you so much. Okay, the entire team, the webinar group, thank you for having me.